The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
Okay. We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
Hello. Welcome back with a new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host, Delton Wall. Episode 113. Yeah, 113. I'm getting to that point in the numbers where I start forgetting. Like at 27, I was like, I can remember 27. But now I'm at like the hundreds, the triple digits, and it's like starting to lose it. But let's get started.
And now, our feature presentation.
So, health is wealth.
Stupid.
And I'm not saying that just to be one of those health gurus, those fake health gurus. But so I told you guys last year, I think it was like a year, probably like 2 years ago, that I was diagnosed with diabetes, and my A1C was at 15, and that's like incredibly high. Like you should be dead high. And I could probably say a couple months ago, I went to check it again. It was at 7.1, I believe, and it went back up to 7.8. Now, I initially thought, because I sometimes check my sugar, not every time, but I check it a lot. But I didn't think my A1C, for some reason, I felt like my A1C was like way up there. Like I thought it was like at like a 10 or not, a 10 or 11, like again, but it was just like it was still in the sevens. But with that, still, I'm getting back to my old workout regimen of working out the days that I'm off. And since I have fucking my schedule's better, I can actually get off work early in the day now, where it's not like dead dark at night, and I can actually like exercise in the early afternoons, well, midday afternoons. So yeah, I know that health is wealth thing was like a big thing when niggas first came out with that slogan, but getting to my 30s and seeing like people older than me at like, I say like in their 60s, and seeing what they're going through and seeing how their health is, and them giving me all the stuff that they wish they would have done at my age or earlier to make sure they ain't got like bullshit down the line what they're dealing with now. It puts into my head like, yeah, it's that time to like start breaking the mold and chiseling shit out. Like I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, oh shit, that's not as bad as I thought. I don't know why. I just initially went and thought I was gonna look like freaking Faison Love from Faison Love. Not well, I don't even know how big Faison Love is now. Probably like I thought it looked like Bruce, but I was like, oh shit, it's not as crazy as I thought. So yeah, but I'm still wanting to get not like Jack, look like a Baki character, but just to chisel some shit out. So yeah, so probably until it gets like stupid cold again, I'm more or less gonna be going on my workout regimen. And probably when it starts getting cold again, I'm probably gonna start going to a gym, since at least they'll have heat.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Not like the Great Outdoors, which has blistering cold winds and going uphill for like a whole 2 miles in the cold, bro. In the country cold, nigga, that shit is stupid bad, like bad. So I wouldn't recommend, unless you one of them niggas who can run and exercise in the dead of cold. So yeah, hell no, fuck that. No way. I'm not doing, never doing that. And I tried to one time, but it was just too fucking cold.
That's just prime.
Being cold, the 76ers made a damn, bit my fucking tongue. Honor Allen Iverson with a statue, and this statue is so it's literally not even a statue. It's the size of a trophy. Better yet, if you see a 3-year-old, the statue a 3-year-old's taller than the statue. And I'm not talking about like the pillar that the statue stands on. I'm just talking about AI on the statue. My 3-year-old niece is bigger than that statue. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
This ain't it, Chief.
Like, bro, like, why would you honor that man like that with the small ass fucking trophy like that? And I mean, don't give him like the Thugnificent like Lincoln Lincoln statue. Don't have that nigga that's sitting on damn. Just don't have that nigga on the court big as hell. Now, but you do need respect that was kind of a small ass gift. Like, if you look how AI was looking at, he was looking at like, nigga, why is it like this?
Like, this battle don't make no sense.
And bro, that niggas was clowning that motherfucking statue. Like, it was so fucking funny. Like, I thought like the way they had it unveiled, it was just a black tarp over it. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be a big ass statue from the top of from the base of it to the top of it is gonna be AI. And it was just like, what? It was like 90% pillar and 10% AI. And I'm like, all right, man, you did him filthy. It was like really bad. So I feel like they should have made it at least. You can make an 8-foot statue. You can make an 8-foot statue of AI. You could do that. You could do that. Like full AI, like not like he's standing on a pillar and shit, like full ass 8-foot AI, wherever they had it at, and he's just balling. So I could see that. But they didn't. But at least they honor him with something. Because I think it's about due that AI gets all these like accolades, because I think he just signed like a deal or something. But yeah, he signed a deal with Reebok years ago, and I think he had a commercial saying, "Oh shit, is this AI?" Like he was made a joke that he was talking about AI, the AI technology, but he was actually talking to AI, Allen Iverson. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like they should have made the statue a little taller, but I don't know. If he liked it, I fuck with it. I can't speak for another person who got a statue, because I don't have a fucking statue. And I think it was the thought that counts. Even though it took them a while, I still understand, and probably AI feels like heartwarming inside, because if you saw the video, even though he was like looking at it like, what the fuck, but I think he still in his heart of hearts was like, damn, like the place I played for, they actually made a statue for me. Not many niggas can say that, small statue or not. Niggas don't have statues in at the place they play for. So I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Small statue or not, you got to. But speaking on statues, wait, is that a statue? No, that joke won't go ahead. So never mind. Fuck that. The only thing I have left for this first part is that Godzilla's coming. The Godzilla minus movie's coming out on the 1st of May, and I'm definitely gonna watch that because I fucking love that movie, and I have to go see this new Godzilla and Kong Lost World shit. So I got a bunch of Godzilla shit to see, and there's been a bunch of memes for like Godzilla for the past start of the year. Yeah. Since the start of this year, it's been nothing but Godzilla memes, and it's been like hilariously funny. Like I think they put freaking damn. Oh yeah, they had Kong and Godzilla dancing the that Neo song I Just Can't Stop, and it was fucking hilarious as fuck for no fucking reason. So yeah, I'm definitely in that Godzilla meme world. I don't know how I got into it because I was just like in the freaking Kamen Rider Super Sentai side of Twitter, and then like it kind of converted into Godzilla, which is really fucking funny in a sense because Godzilla and the Power Rangers have a comment together where the Power Rangers actually become like kaiju rangers, and it's like really fucking crazy. So yeah, it's weird how some stuff like like some media intertwines and come out. So I was like, okay, I fuck with it. I could definitely see where everybody loves Godzilla and fucking Power Rangers in the same instance. So I definitely want to like definitely gotta see these movies because I definitely am mad that I missed seeing it in the movies. So not in the movies, in the theater. So I guess I have to wait till it comes out digitally. Just like for hopefully if I can find it on the website, I can watch it. But here's hoping. Wait, chances are probably not. But the last thing I have to speak on before I move on to the music section. There's been a lot of there's been a lot going on in the world. And like I said before, I'm not a religious guy. Amen. Well, I won't say I'm not a super religious guy.
Dirty these than that cheap.
But I would say this. Well, get right with yourself. And I'm talking, and I am including me too in it. The world is getting more dangerous and more dangerous by the day, and the loss of life and the neglect of life is weeding the boundaries of like niggas just like doing shit because they want to do shit, or just like they just want to see people sad and hurt. But I'm here to tell you guys, don't let it sit in. And I know, like I said, I go through the same bullshit too. So like sometimes I get wrapped up in this thing we call life, and it just gets wild and kooky. But stay on the right path. Keep your head on a swivel, and pay close attention to your surroundings. I guess that's all I really have. Really, because like I said, I'm still working my way through this bullshit too. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully you guys stay safe and everybody down the line shit gets better. Cause the way it's looking now, niggas are just losing their minds and trying to start World War III. So off of the serious mode, let's get into the music.
Just like music.
Now, I'm gonna start off strong with the music. So, listen to both Future projects. This is probably Future's greatest shooting range of music in his entire career. He dropped 42 songs, 90% of them are good. Do you not know how stupid that man? In fact, let me go check that ratio out right now. Damn it, where's my phone?
That's okay, take your time.
Let's see, let's check these numbers. 42 times 90. That means 37.8. Let's just round up 38 song hit. Oh, let's I'll be fair, at bare minimum 85. At 85% hit. So that's even crazy of a range for this 42 songs that he dropped. So not only did he drop We Don't Trust You, he dropped the sequel, We Still Don't Trust You, which in a sense it kind of is. I'm not trying to say a redo, But when Future dropped Future and Hendrix, this is basically almost the exact same.
These people have turned to one man for the answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
And by that, I mean in this way that how the Future album was really was regular Future, in and out, the cough syrup, the hoes, the money, and splurging on hoes. But the R&B singing, pleading to the women, saying that you're mine forever, that was on Hendrix, and you could tell the difference between the intro from "We Don't Trust You" to "We Still Don't Trust You," because we Still Don't Trust You had Weeknd more on it, and even you could tell even within, I think it was the first 3 songs that Weeknd's a part of, that this is it was gonna be a real poppy R&B album, because Weeknd, I honestly feel like Weeknd exactly produced like the intro of the second album, because it just felt too, and not in a bad way, it felt Weeknd-ish. It felt like it was a Weeknd song featuring Future and Metro, and it, like I said, that's not bad because I like the Weeknd. Now, some of his later stuff isn't as good as his older stuff, but he's still a really good music making motherfucker. Now, with all this circulating, there's been a lot of beef in the past like month, coming from Drake's side, the Future side, the Metro, the Rick Ross, the Kendrick, the J. Cole. And with the album dropping, it was just because Rick Ross is on it, and a bunch of I think Travis is on it again, which is like, Travis and Drake has done music together, and Ross and Drake have made music together, and it really hurts because now that Drake and Future are cool, I think, what's that fucking song? Oh, see, I'm glad I got Max so I can look up this fucking song. It's on his, is it Gold Roses? Yeah, Gold Roses. I think Gold Roses is the last song they did together, which that's a good last song that they do together, because that's really a good song. But it's it brought up another argument. Are you going to miss Future and Drake collaborative more, or are you going to miss Rick Ross and Drake's collaborative more? Me, be honest with you, I'll miss both, because when Drake and Rick Ross get together, it's either a girl song or a luxury song. When Future and Drake get together, it could be a girl song and getting money and getting the whole song in the same song, either or mainly girl song. So either or, I'm still gonna miss the chemistry between them guys. And with this album coming out, we have Rick Ross dropping a diss to Drake, calling him BBL Drake, a white boy,
bitch ass white boy.
What else? It was BBL white boy. It was in his nose too. He got a nose job. So it was a lot of back. Not, I wouldn't say back. Well, no, it has been a lot of back and forth, because Rick Ross dropped a diss song. That diss song was, I liked it. Now people were saying it wasn't as lethal as people thought it would be, but it was lethal enough to tell us that, hey, Rick Ross, this is how I feel. And if you listen to it, you could tell that it's that Drake,
bitch ass white boy.
This Drake and Rick Ross thing has probably been, well, no, I wouldn't say spewing, but I would say it started igniting around the French Montana Mac and Cheese 5 album, because apparently Drake's verse was on it, but he sent the sis and desist. And I think that's really where like the beef comes from, because French and Rick Ross are cool, and Drake's cool with, well, I want to say, well, they used to be cool, if I would say, because if you go back to Pop That, like not the original, but the remake with Ross, Drake and French, that shit was hard. And to go from that into be getting a cease and desist for not putting my like feature out on your album is fucked up from Raw standing. And it's kind of fucked up too because you ain't have to send a cease and desist. Me personally, I don't think you should have if we're cool if we made a hit song together. I think we have enough rapport to be like, all right, maybe I can hit you up because sending a cease and desist, and I'm speaking for on Raw side, nigga, why would you do that? Like, bro, and you don't know that's verse might have taken French album to the stratosphere. Now I heard the Drake verse. It was good. It was. I wouldn't say it made it. It would have made his album way better because French Montana had a whole bunch of shit going on with his album. With like it was like 20 songs, but if you look on certain album pages, it's like 88 songs with like instrumentals and shit, and it looked like they were playing a streaming game. So it probably might have added more to the streaming game than normal. But yeah, for Ross is like, bro, like why would you do that? And like that's fucked up. And I think some interminglings with women and money might be involved too, because Drake did beef with my man's Meek, even though I don't know if that's my man's, even though we dropped the album together. Yeah, you beef with him, so it might be some side beef, some undercurrent beef all those years ago that's just coming up now, because I can't beef with Drake now, even though me and him have a good rapport, and even though that's his Meek's beef, Ross had to step in and stop it, which that's since he's like the leader of the group. Yes, that's his responsibility, but I feel like Ross was more into ending it before shit got hand because he is cool with Drake at that time. So I could see that me defending, me trying to end the beef with you and my mans so we can get this money together, this could come back up and being like, hey, I was trying to save your ass and trying to end the beef between your mans and me, your mans with my mans and you. So yeah, that could probably be added on to it alongside the French shit and probably some more bullshit that was happening throughout the years. So I can see why the recent attacking of Drake from Future would be like, okay, since that cease and desist was the net that started broke the camel's back, let me go ahead and put my 2 cents in it and jump in this beef. And with Ross dropping the disc, Drake dropped 2 disses. And it's funny. It's funny too, because one of those disses he got sent a cease and desist. So it's ironic and funny at the same time, which I just now thought about it. But he dropped Push Ups, which the song is called Push Ups. Well, it's Drop It Give Me 50, but the name is called Push Ups. Now, the title has 2 meanings. It could be a play on words from that video of Kendrick Lamar doing those Muslim push-ups in LA, and it can be from an invoice that came in saying that I think Drake, just like Pusha T, bought some of his album, so the string could go up from it. So it could be those 2 in that meaning. But after listening to the song, you could tell he was talking about, he told Metro to shut up and make some drums, nigga. Let's see. He called Kendrick short nigga and told him that he had to go. He had to, that Top had to give him a go or something. And basically this shit talking Metro, Ross, and Kendrick. He didn't really shoot at Future because I feel like he might be trying to stop that beef. Like, I'll still fuck with you, Future, but your man's I can't fuck with. Because if Metro felt this way years ago, I think Drake and Future put out Desires around that time, if that was around that time, which I would think it was. I think it was a little later. So it's like, okay, what the hell is this? Like, what are we gonna do in this like music beef? Because everybody who's beefing right now makes good music with one another. And it's like, damn, nigga, like, how is everybody that's beefing that makes music together? What's gonna happen now? Because if Drake's beefing with Metro, Kendrick, Ross, Weeknd,
Man, you stupid bitch.
and Travis, that means you gotta now Drake can't make music with the niggas under them. Cause now Future can't make any music with Doughboy from Future's label. You can't make any music from any of Weeknd's boys, Rick Ross's guys. Even if Meek and Drake don't have beef, now I got beef again because that's my man's. That's my boss you got beef with. So now it's just a whole lot of underlining beef coming in now. And shoot, freaking that other diss that Drake did there. Taylor Freestyle, which is the title is called Taylor Freestyle because people were saying that Kendrick was supposed to drop the same week as Taylor Swift, but he was scared because he was like, oh shit, Taylor Swift is gonna take the coverage of this is gonna be unrooted because Taylor Swift's dropping. He was just saying you scared of doing that. But if you listen to the Taylor Freestyle, the two first verses are AI verses of Tupac and Snoop Dogg. Now, I don't think Drake came out and say why he did that. But for me, it's a twofold of it's a triple diss, really, because each verse is a hit at Kendrick Lamar because of Kendrick Lamar met Tupac when he was a kid, and Snoop Dogg gave Kendrick Lamar the lead the West Coast when I think around Section 8, the Section 80 mixtape time. So he used Tupac in that diss saying that, hey, you let the West down because you take it forever. And he used Snoop Dogg and brought up the passing of the torch in I forgot where it was at in LA, but he mentioned that and just was basically saying, hey man, you let us down, you're letting the West down by this Canadian nigga. And Drake ended off by saying, hey, we've been waiting, nigga. We've been waiting for 2 weeks and you still ain't dropped. Like, we ain't even hear like nothing from Kendrick. And I'm not saying that if people are like, hey man, Drake took 2 weeks to reply, but I'm like, Kendrick was on a feature that was at least 2 weeks before Drake dropped, and in 2 weeks after that, Drake dropped 2 disses, Ross dropped a diss, and in that same week, Drake has publicly dissed Metro by putting drummers in front of Magic City in Atlanta. So it's like, damn. Like, people are dissing, niggas are dissing other people more than Kendrick Lamar is dissing one nigga. And they're still on, and niggas are still on J. Cole's neck, i.e. Kanye West, which he jumped into this beef for no fucking reason because niggas didn't even give a fuck about why he got beef with J. Cole. I think because he mentioned he had him correlate. You remember the song No Role Models? He was basically speaking like how some of these niggas view themselves as God, but they're not really. And he was just, even though that song's like 12 fucking years old, he was like replying to that, I think, and like other shit. Or let's really side with Drake. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Kanye West, like, probably up till a little while ago, I was like, all right, Kanye West is just like, he's all right. But now he's just like it's just getting stupid now. Like, bro, nobody was talking to you, first off. Nobody even mentioned Kanye West. That's the funny part. And now he hopped on the song with Kendrick Lamar and Future like that and put it on a remix. And now that Metro co-signed it too. So it's like, all right, I understand since Kanye West has beef with Drake and you have beef with Drake, two niggas got beef with me linking up to beef against Drake. I understand that. And it's ironic too, because Drake had a verse. My two odds linking up together to take me down. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like this nigga fucking Drake is a low-key prophet. And it's getting even nastier too, because Drake and Sauce Walker have seemed to be looking up in Houston, which if you know Sauce Walker's beef history, he beefed with Drake, Future, and Uzi, and Thug. So Drake linking up with Sauce Walker, and Sauce beef is always beef with Future. That's like strategic beef marketing. Pause. So we'll see if we get a Sauce Walker Drake track together. If that happens and they diss Future, this will probably be the craziest look for Sauce Walker ever, and not in a bad way. I'm talking about as in this might be his foot into mainstream, because he could rap. He could do like his the rapping he does with the Sauce Twins, or him what he do on his like street gospel albums. Damn, can't speak. But yeah, it's been a whole lot of back and forth between rappers this up and coming these past couple of weeks. So yeah, it's getting really, really nasty out here. It's getting real sick out here. But more into beef, that's real rap beef. Chris Brown and Quavo are beefing again.
Stop being weak.
Over what? Women. They're beefing about like Karuchi and like how. So, Quavo. Chris Brown started with, hey, my ex wanted Casamigos, but she with some bum ass Migos or some shit like that.
This ain't it, Chief.
With that coming out, he Quavo dropped a song and dissing Quavo, saying that he beats on women and shit. He's a fiend. He's a dope fiend. And then Chris Brown dropped this track saying that, hey, you don't want no problems. I'll beat all you guys up. And then Quavo dropped another song calling him, saying that you need to lay off that coke, trying to be Michael and beat it. And he had take off in the chorus, which if you listen to it, it sounds like this was a chorus to a beef with Chris Brown years ago in the making. Because the way Takeoff is talking, it may have seemed like this was like current, that we have beef currently. So yeah, it's getting real crazy out here. It's like everybody's beefing one another, and I have no idea why. Well, we have an idea why, but it's just like, damn, like really, you guys are beefing over hoes at y'all level? Like there has to be a level where us men stop beefing over hoes, bro. Like we have to stop beefing over hoes, my nigga. Like at some point, bro. At some point.
Cap.
But nothing really new in music dropped. So yeah, that's it for music. A lot of niggas just beefing one another. So off of music, let's get into the anime. So last week, G Gundam celebrated their 30th anniversary, which is crazy that G Gundam's the same age as me. But yeah, I don't think they announced a remake of the anime or any new toys for G Gundam, but I think they just promoted with a poster, and people posted G Gundam videos, which I never watched G Gundam in subbed. I always watched it dubbed, but I still really fuck with G Gundam. G Gundam was really fucking hard. Like it. Let's see. I watched Thunderbolt, Iron Blooded Orphans, G Gundam. What else? I think I watched I watched Gundam 00. I didn't watch Seed. I didn't watch 87 or the Gundams with Char in them. Like, there's a lot of Gundams I didn't really watch. Like the whole Zaku versus Gundams shows. Yeah, those Gundam episodes with Char in them, I didn't watch because when it comes to like war time war anime, even with G Gundam, it's a lot of important niggas' names, or just a lot of niggas in general. So I think low key the only reason I remember Char is because when I was listening to the Super Best Friends podcast, they were just mentioning Gundam all the time and Char and all the Zaku's. Like, I really hate Zaku's except like the cool heavy ones, not like the regular Zaku's. Like, those shits are lame as fuck. But going back to G Gundam, like, bro, Shining Finger intro, amazing. The second intro wasn't as hard as the first one, but oh my god, like G Gundam, it brings back so many memories because that fucking show is just so fucking hard for no fucking reason. If you never watched G Gundam, I would say please watch it. It's not, the story isn't that like hard to catch, to like follow. It's just a revenge and fighting story with giant mechs, which is still a good fucking story. But yeah, definitely, I would definitely check it out if you have time. But still, speaking on mechs and suits, I'm only like 3 episodes away from finishing Kamen Rider Geats, and I think I'm like 2 movies left in before I'm done with Geats, because me and my man Dwight, who put me, like I said, I'm always gonna shout out him for putting me on Kamen Rider, because Kamen Rider is fucking amazing. We're almost done with Geats. Now I'm watching Kamen Rider Build now currently, and I'm trying to get to like the secondary writer's transformation because I'm only on episode 7, and it's like, I think like 40 episodes, and it's like really killing me because I really want to see this nigga transform, because I've seen him his transformations on Twitter, and I was like, yo, this shit's hard. And Build is really fucking cool anyways. So I think I don't like Decade for some weird, I don't like his suit. I don't know, and I don't like his like style of fighting. So maybe I think we might watch Saber together, low key, because Saber's well, no, because I might start watching Saber. I think me and him might finish King Oger together, because King Oger is fucking hard, which is just Power Rangers with summer bugs, which is fucking hard as fuck. But yeah, I'm watching Kamen Rider Build right now, and it's definitely a good show. I'm on episode 8 right now, and it's a slow build. Like, he told me it was a mystery murder to it, and I'm definitely at that murder mystery level of the show now, where it's like, okay, the mystery is starting to show itself, but where's the murderer in it? That's where I'm at now. But I'm not that far into it, so I think I might only have like a couple, like 30 to 40 episodes left. Hopefully not anything crazy. I think I got like 3 movies. And I think I still got 3 movies to watch for Kamen Rider 01, which is like fucking ridiculous that every Kamen Rider show, they have at least 3 movies. And I think there's been like 10 Kamen Riders, so it's like 30 fucking movies. So that's going to be a long fucking watch. I'm not even going to lie to you. And on anime, I'm currently behind. I'm slowly getting to watching them. Just started Windbreakers and Kaiju number 8. I think I want to start. Damn, what was that? Because My Hero starts next week, and Shaman King Flowers is already on Netflix as we speak. So I'm really trying to figure out, like I said, I'm writing a list down of what days to watch what stuff, because if not, I'm definitely going to like be in the craziest dismay ever when it comes to like finding something to watch, and it's like, bro, what the fuck? I can't jump around 5 different shows in one day, even though you can. It's just a lot after looking for the show and et cetera, et cetera. But off of anime and TV shows, I guess, which I'm probably going to start doing, melding the anime and TV shows together in one bit, because I don't think me putting the TV shows in the beginning of the pod flows right. So I guess from now on, put the TVs and movies in one. And yeah, let's get to the mangas. So I'm going to start with Kusakabe because JJK, I didn't get a chance to read My Hero. Black Clover's coming out. But I did read JJK, One Piece, Rugby Rumble, Kusakabe. And I think that's it so far. So I'm going to start with Kusakabe. So the main character, I forgot that nigga name. But we find out that currently right now at chapter 31 that we found the guy who ordered the hit to kill the main character's father. And this nigga's really strong. Like, I thought he was like, well, no, I don't know what I thought, because the guy who ordered a hit on the guy on the main character's father, obviously he's strong, he's not weak. But from what I saw, I didn't see, like, he didn't use any magic or any powers. He just deliberately whooped the main character's ass with, like, physical prowess. And it was kind of readily whooping his ass. Like, it was to a point where it's like, damn. Like, really, really, really whooping his ass. But aside from that, you get, like, little tidbits of the main character being, like, kind of distressed because of the murder of my father's in front of me. So he's trying to stay cool, but he's also like raging out, and with sense too, because this guy killed my dad, ordered a hit to kill my dad. All the swords that he was protecting are in the wind. My sword that he gave me, he wants to take from me, and he's just talking. Not talking shit about my dad, but in the sense of talking shit about the way that the principal way my dad raised me about these swords. And he started like having like flashbacks of his dad, and the sword that he has right now, it's not at full power because it got broken, because the main character's first rival that he killed, he cracked the sword doing it. So the sword's not at full power. So for say that he described, but he started having like visions of his dad and like the lessons they taught, saying like basically the old saying, like it's not how you use the weapon, it's how you wield it, I guess. And he just started getting mad and started charging up the lightning sword, which I kind of want to see next chapter, even though it's gonna be a fucking 2-week break. But the sword was already doing nasty shit beforehand, broken. So, like, if I put my all into this sword, it might do some stupid OP shit, which is amazing. Hopefully it does. God damn! And it's talking about amazing. I'm reading Rugby Royal. I'm current on chapter 21, and it's the main cast going up against one of the tougher schools in rugby. And the main character, I think his name Ruzin, he got put on a different part of the team, and is going the same direction as Haiku, like when Hinata, instead of being like damn it, what was he trying to do? Wasn't the wing strike spiker? I think when he wanted to be in a certain part of the team, but they put him on the back end. I think it was like season 3 they put him on the back end, and he had to learn something different, and he couldn't be like the swinging bat that he was in the first 2 seasons. He had to learn some new shit. He couldn't just do the same old. And I think they're doing that with Ruruzan early. And I don't know how long this manga is going to last, and this is going to go into the next topic, because typically, well, I can't say typically, because there's a bike riding and manga that's going on over 1,000 chapters, so I can't really say, oh man, sports anime don't last that long when Ippo, that Yozozuda pedal, and I feel like at least 2 more other sports mangas is like long. Because I think Ice Shield is coming back, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, like sports anime mangas are really long. They tend to be, depending if they go into like the following years. Like first year, second year, third year. Prince of Tennis, that's another one. That's another good one. Shout out to Prince of Tennis, because I think Prince of Tennis came back. And if it sounds like I'm like confused about it, because I was reading Prince of Tennis when I was reading Haruku no Go, and that was just a game about chess, Japanese chess. So that shit was hard. Shout out to Haruku no Go. But yeah, so that he put him on, I think it was the forwards of the rugby team, and he had to hang out with the forwards because them niggas is like, to the other people of the team, like they're frowned upon, but they do hold a lot of weight in the group. And it was just one of those character and group building arcs, because since Blue Lock, Blue Lock's like 300 chapters, so it's not that long yet, but it's one of those moments in sports manga where they have to build the team up, because that's what I liked about Haiku. Everybody got a shot. Even the secondary niggas got shot. When the captain of the team, he hit his head on the against somebody, and he had to get out, and then his secondary had to jump in and be the leader of the team while he had to rest up. Like, I like that shit, because it's not just, oh, I'm just the main nigga. Oh no, it's everybody. We all main niggas. Now, Kurokono's basketball kind of didn't do that, because the secondary niggas really didn't ball like that. And if they did, they didn't ball crazy hard. I think the nigga that had a chipmunk face, he balled a little bit, but he didn't go crazy. But I like that in sports mangas where they build upon everybody, because you're gonna have to build on everybody. You can't just build on 4 niggas. Even though the 4 niggas stand out, there's other people in the group that also stand out if you bring them to the forefront. Just like My Hero. I would never have thought of that nigga in with the dog tail to be doing some crazy shit, but he's in the end game.
Who?
The nigga who gets powered up by sugar, he's in the end game.
Who?
Like, it's little shit like that. And I didn't read My Hero. I just noticed because niggas posted spoiler. But it's shit like that. Like, I know Shoto, Deku, and Bakugo are the main 3 niggas. But shit, show the other cast. Have them niggas bring in. Let them weird niggas get the spotlight. A moment in the spotlight. Freedom. If you watch Jamie Foxx show, you know where that's from. But yeah, like, I always love that, because it shows that the writer knows how to write characters. Because you can't, in a group of 20 niggas, he's the said Arthur is wants to bring out everybody when it's like a team show. Because if it's just you bringing out the 3 niggas and we don't know what the fuck these other niggas do, that's kind of poor writing in a team based. So I always give kudos to writers who know how to write sports mangas really well, because not My Hero, but Baki, even though Baki is, you could classify Baki as mixed martial arts. Everybody in Baki had a arc. Shibukawa had an arc. Dopo had an arc.
Period.
Hanayama had an arc. He had a whole Scarface arc. Jax has got an arc. Pickle, Rex, like, everybody had an arc, and it was great. So yeah, kudos to Royal Rumble. I think it comes back next week. I believe so. I hope so. I really hope so. So yeah, be on a definite lookout for that. You should definitely read it. Astro Royal is out. Chapter 3. Chapter 2 it was just the main character. I'm just gonna call him black haired Takamichi. Came to this came to realize that people around the city got powers from this meteor strike, and found out that all his brothers, which have a part of the mafia ties, is trying to take over and don't want him to be the leader. So one of his brothers holds this supply station hostage, and he beats all of them and gives out the supplies to the people. And I feel like he's going to be Daredevil-esque, as in he's going to bring Hell's Kitchen up, like he's going to make it a good place. And I'm not saying that he's going to like wear a mask and go crazy. He's going to save the city and bring it back to the goodness of where it was before his brothers got it. But I don't think it will get axed. I pray to God it don't get axed. Like, seriously, I hope it don't. But we'll have to see and have to wait, because this goes into the next topic of the manga. Let me look this up. Mama Yu, that it got canceled at 29 chapters, and that is currently the 4th manga that got canceled that I really fucking like, and it pisses me the fuck off to no end, because I just don't get it. I really don't fucking get it at all. That the manga that I love, all of it decides to be like, oh no, this is trash. Oh, nobody gonna like it. Oh, ban it. Let's can it. Now I'm not blaming the said artist, because if you could wrap up a story in 30 chapters, then do what you got to. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like you could let's give him at least like 100 chapters, bro. Like, give a nigga 100 chapters. Don't give a nigga 30. Like that Ice Guild, that one, Phantom Seer, because I think the author for that, is doing a one shot of another manga, which really pisses me off, because you had to axe Phantom Seer, but you're doing a new one shot, and Alien Area got 20 chapters and got canceled, but I think he's working on something new. And I'm like, bro, man, like, I know I'm not like buying every manga that comes out, but come on, bro. Like, let's give it time, man. Like, I don't like seeing a good manga to start, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't wait to read 125 chapters of this, and just be like, oh no, we're just gonna do we're just gonna do one we're gonna do 20. And I'm just like, okay, so that's it. We're just gonna do 20 chapters and that's it. Yep. So it's like, fuck. That really just pisses me off. That, like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain it, because
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I love reading manga, and I just, if it intrigues me, I want to see it shine. Like, I know everything I like isn't gonna be gold. Like, I know that from get go. But I think those two mangas, Ice Guild and Yu Ma, it has some potential to go for 100 chapters. You ain't have to make an anime out of it, but you could go 100 chapters. But another reason, a main reason why I'm pissed off is all these fucking bum ass isekais have anime, but you can't most of them are like novels, so they got like a big ass 500-page book, an actual book with them niggas in it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But I can tell you another thing getting axed is Yuji's leg. So JJK is out, and nigga, I don't even know what the fuck's going on, man. Like, well, this chapter answered a lot more questions than I gave it pointers to. So This chapter, we found out that Yuji can't swap souls with people. He ate all his remaining corpse brothers. They gave Yuji the most main character fucking training of all fucking time. Sukuna might be the most thorough villain of legit all time. Like resilient. Like when the word resilient come up, Yuji and Sukuna are right there, hand in hand. And I think it was on fourth of all. This plan, this whole like plan that they have for Sukuna is probably like I said, the greatest plan ever. And Gojo might be dead forever. So, by all this, I mean to say, Yuji started the fight, winning by using all these black flashes and pushing Sukuna to the limit. But Sukuna went past his limits and did another domain expansion. But this domain expansion was different from the other ones. So, because using black flash in those, because he hit somebody with black flash so many times, and plus all the unbinding vows that he did throughout this whole entire fight, it coalesced in his cursed energy, like, I won't say changing, but like growing stronger. Because even though he got hit with 8 flashes, those 4 that he did, plus those, like I said, those vows, like boosted him up, which changed his domain expansion. I forgot. I think it's like the king or something, king slash or something. And just like Shibuya, where he withheld it from going to that whole 220, not miles. What's it called? KM, kilometers. It was able to like slash at a greater span. But before we get back to how Yuji's gonna survive a whole town worth of slashing, we cut back to the beginning of the when Gojo said we got a month to train before we go fight Sukuna. We find out that last year when we saw the panel of Yuji talking to that nigga Kusakabe, where they sounded like they were talking in 2 different bodies, we found out it wasn't Yuji that was switching bodies. It was Maze and her brother using their curse technique to switch souls using their curse technique. And funny enough, Chozo brought up the idea that we might need Yuji to help beat Sukuna. So Chozo came up with the idea is, well, actually, no, it wasn't Chozo. It was Kusakabe that brought it up that Yuji has been getting stronger, and it wasn't, and the fucked up thing was Yuji thought, oh, it was just me because of my hard work. No, it's been Sukuna. Sukuna has been engraving his techniques in his body by using Yuji's body. So, in a sense, they're saying that Yuji can use the same techniques Sukuna can because they're been engraved into his body, and it just like muscle memory, and it literally just said it's because it's like muscle memory, your body can react to it and do it too. So Chozo thought of the idea, why don't we teach him multiple things at once? So Chozo thought the idea, let me teach him reverse curse technique and other techniques. And everybody was like, how the hell are we going to teach Yuji how to do this shit in a month? So what Chozo did was since Yuji already ate a bunch of fingers anyways, I think Yuji ate the rest of his corpse brothers, swap souls with specific people in the group to train in their bodies to learn their techniques, because Yuji does simple domain just from Kusakabe and blocks all the big ass slashes for 90 seconds. And when I mean 90 seconds, it was literally 90 seconds of the town getting slashed to bits. Like the other people in the group had to like block and try not to die and get slashed too. Even though Yuji survived some of the slashes, he got his leg chopped off at the last second. And so he survived it, even though you could reverse curse technique your foot back. But to add salt to the wound, you remember when, well, it just happened this year, when Magarama and Sukuna, well, for the manga fans, we saw this way earlier, when he summoned that fire and blitzed Magarama. So you remember that little piece where it was bleeped out? We didn't see what he said. So apparently Sukuna's move, Furnace, is what he said to blitz Magarama with that fire arrow. Now, I have no idea where this came from, because he did his literally last page was him yelling out Furnace and summoning a fire orb. Now, they're obviously going to like mention this, not next week because it's on break, the week after next. Why was this move hidden in his repertoire? Because now that they're mentioning that words mean something in JJK, well, they always say words mean something, but this last arc, this whole binding vow shit without like talking to the said person is getting crazy. Because nigga, I was like, when Brian was telling me, hey, boy, before the chapter dropped, Sukuna did a binding vow with Gojo, even though Gojo didn't know that he can just do his world dismantling slash at faster rate if he like has his hands together, and that's why I was able to kill Gojo. So it's like shit like that is like, bro, how can I have a vow with a nigga that didn't even hear me do the vow or even spoke on the vow? Now, and I know niggas gonna, when they hear it, they're gonna be like, but the blue haired chick made a vow that if she doesn't kill Geto, she'll never pick up a sword again. I understand that. But that was a vow to oneself, even though it was directed towards Geto. Like, hey, if I don't kill you, I can't whip up a sword. Now, I understand it does work because it makes sense. Like, I'm not going to argue that, but I'm just arguing the fact is like, for me, it's me pulling my sword out to slash you. I'm not saying let me get a stronger slash that's faster what it is of my sword. I'm just saying, if I don't kill this nigga with this one slash, I'm fucked. Sukuna literally was like, let me get my slash out faster if I have my hands together, please. And it's like, okay, you got it. I'm like, nigga, that's like fucking cheat. That's super cheating. That's super fucking cheating. And I know nigga gonna be like, oh, it's a sore loser talk. Nigga, if a nigga made a wish to oneself saying, let me punch this nigga faster. Okay. And you just get blitzed like Star Platinum be doing niggas. How's that fair? That's not fair at all. That's super not fucking fair. Like, come on. And I think next week is Golden Week, so everything's gonna be on break. So I think I just remember that. But now, when we get back, they're really going to have to explain Furnace. And if I see Yuji do Furnace too, I'm throwing my phone into the woods. Because, nigga, what the fuck am I reading? Even though Sukuna did it one time. Did he do it once? More than once? Even though he did it one time, that's still part of the muscle memory. Which is crazy enough. But, flipping off of fire, we're getting to the water. One Piece came out, and last chapter was well, no, it wasn't that crazy, because I'm trying to remember what happened last chapter.
That's okay, take your time.
Oh, that big bird just went to him and what's that fucking York? I think one of the Vegapunk robots that wants to be a celestial dragon, she told her where the main office is, and the bird Gorosei flew up there just to find out. And this is now we're back on a new chapter that what he saw was Vegapunk's brain in a room getting drained of, well, I won't say getting drained of the knowledge, but just his brain's just sitting in the room in the dark. And it's weird too, because it's like Vegapunk head was huge as fuck when we saw him with Dragon. So him just having like some weird apple hat on his head is like, huh, what happened to his brain? Like, I was thinking that, like, what happened to his head? And now this nigga cut off his head and put it in a container. And now that we know that Vegapunk is dead, because he even said it himself in the video, if you see this message, chances are I'm dead. And the only issue I had with this chapter is it was a lot of panels showing places around the world that Vegapunk's message is getting out. And I understand what niggas gonna say, hey, it's showing correlation differences between the red line and the East Blue. Because niggas from Luffy's hometown had audio, while other places not from that I guess East Blue into the red line had video and audio. So it's just showing correlation differences because of what Vegapunk's saying. And it pissed off the Burgors, like, because he's like, bro, we gotta stop this shit. Like, this nigga outsmarted us. And the reason why niggas needed a video is because, and what he said prior to when Luffy and Luffy were fighting, that the Mother Water is cursing the Devil Fruit users. It plays into that, because I was like, why would he say that? That makes no sense. It plays in parcel because Vegapunk just announced the world of One Piece is sinking. Every part of it is sinking. And I'm like, in my head, are you telling me the place where the story where niggas are pirates in the ocean, niggas get powers, and if they get in the ocean, they can't use them? You're telling me that the ground that I'm standing on is sinking. Now, when I heard this, I was like, okay, this is bad, really bad. One, because now that if this is true that the world is sinking, that's probably why the girls say is like, fuck, we can't have these niggas know. And probably in Vegapunk didn't go in debt with it. That's what's going to happen next chapter. But that was the last page that telling us that the world was sinking. But it opened so many doors, because if you pay attention to this, it was low-key foreshadowed, because the Holy Lands are high up on the red line, where even if the world sinks, the celestial dragons won't be affected. Rayleigh has been coating ships with bubbles so they can dive underneath the water. What's my nigga name? The nigga that was friends with Frankie that was help building ships. I forgot his dream about something saying he won't let the world sink. He said that shit. What else? There was another thing. There was another correlation. Impel Down. So there's a theory that Impel Down was an island on top, and then it's like some bullshit happened and it sunk underneath the ocean. But this also is like a big thing for Devil Fruit users, because if you're a Devil Fruit user, you're fucked royally. So Blackbeard's team is fucked, because how am I going to fight if I can't stand on water? And this is not even the crazy part, really. The craziest part is how they going to stop the world from sinking. Now, I have two theories. One, Shirahoshi, the Fishman Princess, is probably going to use her Aquaman abilities to use the Sea Kings to rise islands up. That's one theory. Or use Neptune. Well, no, she is a weapon, an ancient weapon. So yeah, I'm about to say she'll summon Neptune and raise the ocean, but she is Neptune. My other theory is, and I got this off a cover from a YouTube. Somebody drew Luffy in Gear 5 using Pluton to shoot the red line wall so the water could go in. Now, I'm not a scientist, but if the water is rising and the red line is right there, I don't know how high the levels are, but let's say you shoot the wall and the water comes out and makes everything level. That can help. I don't know. That might can help. Now, I don't know if it's like it's all leveled and one side is rising higher than the other, or it's all rising in one, but who knows? This shit's getting bad. But the other thing about people knowing Mike Sing, Roger's doctor, the nigga with the whale with the scarred up face, he made a house inside of a whale's mouth. So niggas is also saying, hey, he might have known that the world is gonna sink too, because he just lives by himself with the whale. So who knows what he knows? Because he was with Roger and he did see the One Piece. So I really need to know what the One Piece is now, because now it's like, does the One Piece correlate to this? And did Cobra's grandmother know that the world was going to start sinking and the Gorosei stopped her from telling the world? Who knows? Who fucking knows? But it's been a wild week for manga, because all this shit coming out and all these new information and shit that people were right about and people were wrong about. Because I was right about Yuji eating his dead brother's corpses and getting stronger. I was right about that. But if you were going to tell me that this One Piece was going to become that Waterworld movie / book, I would never have believed you. But yeah, I think other than that, I'm going to have to make another list for manga, because I have a long list of manga to have to read. So just like the anime, I'm going to have to make a list, check it twice, and read it and watch it. But I appreciate you guys for listening to the pod. I'll be back next week with another pod. Thanks for listening. Say la vie. Peace.
外側じゃ絶対逃げねえ。見に行け